It's a very special song to me because it's an apology song. I remember when I was really young, in my early 20s, I was, I lived with bipolar type 1 PTSD and acute anxiety. At that time, I was unmedicated. I was not having outpatient therapy. I was basically unchecked and I kept going off the rails. I didn't realize that mental illness and bipolar disorder could make you go off the rails. And the song Kalon is about, hurting a dear friend, because I just wasn't at my full capacity. I just wasn't myself. I was in the throes of a manic episode and I hurt this person more than I will ever be able to say that I'm sorry for. And, for many, many years, I was so sad about losing that friendship because I wasn't, my therapist always says to me, you weren't well, and I love that they say, you're not well, but I believe in accountability. So I believe had I gotten the help that I needed, maybe I wouldn't have lost that friend. But I was also young, and in the Black community we really don't have conversations about mental health and what it is. My own family didn't know what it was or how to help me. I didn't get help until my grandmother stepped in about 18 years ago and started taking me to outpatient therapy, and I got on a regimented medication schedule and really started to build myself again and to find myself again. And now I sit here, a powerhouse in my own right, if I do say so myself. And in that, I still wanted to apologize to that friend because he was a good friend. He was a great friend. He was a beautiful friend. And I don't like to let go of beautiful men if I don't have to. Beautiful Black and Latin men. So that one was a loss. And I had to take that L. I had to take that L because, I remember when I went in the hospital and I was trying to explain to him, he said, you said things about me that my own enemies wouldn't say. And I just wasn't myself. In the manic episodes, I had a lot of rage. I had a lot of, ups and downs. That's what mania is. Mania is ups and downs, ups and downs, ups and downs. So I apologized to him and he accepted my apology, but he did not, remain my friend, and that was his choice, and I'm fine with that. So fast forward now, I just had to get that song out there in the world. I needed him to hear it because I needed him to understand where I was coming from. So Kalon is a song where it explains where I was coming from, and it explains how young and naive I was and I didn't get help and things like that. And it still kind of holds out an olive branch, hoping that one day he'll come back. But I have made peace with the situation. I know he's not coming back, so, and it's been so many years. It's been so many years now. So again, I'm able to immortalize my apology. I'm able to immortalize my sorry. And that's what Kalon is. And I'm very glad that Kalon's on the album because sometimes you just need to say, I'm sorry. Sometimes you behave in a manner that is just not becoming. Some of us may have other reasons. It may not all be us, but still, we are the only physical representation that these people see. So when we say, oh, it wasn't me, I was sick, this is that and the other, they're going, but I saw you do this. And it's very hard for people to differentiate between bipolar disorder and a human being, mental illness and a human being. So I put this song on there because it also is going to help me to raise awareness about mental illness and about mania and about just different things that go on when a person is not themselves, when a person is having a behavioral situation, kind of. And that's okay. And, this song, I listen to it and I can listen to it without crying. I can. I've been listening to it for years now, playing in my heart. So I can listen to it and I've made peace with it and I've moved on. So I'm just glad to give the world Kalon because sometimes you need to say sorry.